All right, folks, Road Patrol, Warwick, Tuesday. It looks like we have another standoff. Look at what we are walking into. This is in the Apponaug section, I believe. Look at, we have full, what did he say? Did you say close enough? Did you say close enough?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't hear you. You'd prefer I stay right here?
Yeah, we just don't want anything bad to happen here.
Understood.
That's all.
Can I just get on the driveway, the sidewalk right over here?
Yeah, your best bet is to be close to that car. If something happens, you can move over.
Okay. All right, folks, again, we're going to try to zoom in. Now, you can see this is Warwick Police, and they have converged. We're still just trying to figure out exactly what we have here. I'm going to try to zoom in for everybody, but you could just see, now I'm pretty far back, and they're already asking me to stay back here. So let's see what we can see. Now, I know in a situation like this is, I believe, that's the water right down there. You can see there's Warwick SWAT. That is right there, and more people are arriving. So, no, right now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit in just a moment. Just trying to get our bearings here. Now, they had the loudspeaker going just a short time ago. That's a Warwick police officer. So we're going to set up. Now, I know right now people are wondering what's happening. Here comes more Warwick police. We're going to try to zoom in and show you what we can. Just be patient. It's not your imagination. But this seems like a much different situation than yesterday. Much different situation than yesterday. So, you see Warwick police going into position. And they swing into the other side. We could use a little shade. Everybody bear with me again. We're just getting first one, just so we're all clear. First one on the scene. And I understand. Well, let me see what we can see. Oh, hold on. The sunlight glare is tough. All right, here we go. All right, that gives you a bit idea. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Again, thank you, Lynn Miller. All right, so this is Warwick, Rhode Island. Police have surrounded a home. I believe the area is called Norcassuck. We're working to try to get some more details here. I want to see where's the best position that we could maybe be in. You can see them going behind that house, but they have this street blocked off. So again, folks, this is Road Patrol. It's Tuesday. We're in Warwick, Rhode Island, and we have, you can see, that's Warwick SWAT. Now, they're in this side of the house. Look at the way that whole, so by the way, this whole street is blocked off. Whole street is blocked off. I had to walk down. We're live on both Facebook and on TikTok. Let's see what we see if I cross over, although it is a little bit warmer in the sun. Okay, I think the angle's better right where we were. Now, earlier, let me see, it's really tough with the glare. Okay, right now it's just 12:46. For those that are just joining us, now, I don't know if this is a standoff or if this is more of someone of interest they were going for. I'm not sure. And there's a woman out emptying some trash. Definitely hear the canines. Now, I think the house is on the other street, just so we're clear. You can see there's Warwick SWAT. Try to sneak right in over here. I think so. Yeah. It's a woman walking her dog. This might be better. No. All right, so you can see Warwick police are all up and down this street. I know the sun is tough, everybody. I know it's a tough sun. I think this is a better shot. Okay, now we're going to try to learn more. Again, it's pretty windy down here. I apologize if it sounds a little windy. Okay, here comes more police. Whoa, they're really moving. We are in, it's off West Shore Road, and I believe it's pronounced like Naugatuck, down by the water. Yeah, right now they have SWAT. All right, folks, I'm going to try to learn more. Right now it's 12:50. Now this is difficult. Let me do that. Now here comes the forward fire. Oh man, well this is totally going to block our view. So we may be forced to move. Unless they're staying down there. Hopefully they are. Back Road, Clinton or Walton. All right, I don't know. You can see there's a pretty good view of what's happening right here. And on top of that, we're already live. So again, this is Warwick SWAT. Folks, share that you are watching. We are live on both TikTok and Facebook. This is Rhode Patrol Warwick. We do not, that guy was taken in last night, taken by rescue this morning. I don't know what to make of that story, but right now we're focusing on this story where, look at the way they're blocked in like this. It's got to be a house on the other side, because I don't think they'd be out like this. Let me just show you what I'm seeing down there. Look at how the street is blocked off right there as well. Again, now this is, I believe, they were calling for someone to come out of the home. At least one name, maybe two. Yep. All right. Now, right now, I know we are live on both TikTok and Facebook. Now, it would seem once again we have another live standoff. But you see full SWAT in position here. I agree, this is a tough angle. We'll just check. Okay, this is a tough angle with the sun. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move. I'm gonna have to, I guess I could stay live on both. I was gonna drive over there, actually. All right, we are. We're gonna move. And I also have the rescue standing by. Now, everybody on Facebook, stay where you are. Listen, if you're on TikTok, there's a link to the Facebook page at the top of this TikTok page. I'm gonna have to shut down on TikTok. We will come back, but TikTok does not allow us to ride in a vehicle as we're live. So again, I'm going to repeat, I am going to sign back on TikTok. Facebook, you stay right where you are. Everybody on TikTok, we're going to shut down. You can either join on Facebook or just wait, and we will come back on TikTok. Excuse me, yeah, we will come back. We will come back, but we need to shut down. police blocking off the street. Bear with me, everybody. Isn't this fun, everybody? Imagine being just locked in a radio studio. Okay. This should be much better. I don't know this area that well. Actually, I don't know it at all. The water is behind these houses. I do know that. All right, now let's see what we can find out. Okay, this is better, actually. It's better already. At least we don't have the glare. So there's police. There's some neighbors watching. Can I go down the street? I think I can. I'm going down there. Okay. Better. Oh. Whoa. You can hear the flashbangs. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out. No, we can hear a lot right here. I think we're okay right here. There's not much more we can see. Hold on, we are going to go outside. All right, we're going to go outside. They're calling for somebody to come out with their hands up. Hold on, everybody. Hold on, I'm live. Oh, thank you. Can you help me? Mm-hmm. Just don't let this stuff fall over.
Mm-hmm. You weren't getting a good shot up there.
Oh, it's different with the glare. So it's there. It's a house over there, right?
So, all right.
All right.
So,
Do you realize we're live, right?
Yeah.
So people can hear you is what I'm saying.
So
all right. Hold
see
on.
that?
I'll be right back. Don't move. All right. Everybody, stand by. Stand by. Don't let these fall over. In this one. Hold it with your two hands. Don't worry about the one. Okay, just hold on.
Okay.
All right, much better.
So, the brown house up front,
Yeah.
not the one with the red on, the one that's up front where they are right
Look
now.
at them going in.
There's two more houses back there. He's the last house in the back.
Okay.
Oh, Michelle, you saw it.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
I
is?
know.
All right, 105. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold
I'm
on.
not talking on that.
I understand. I need you to just step
Yeah.
to the left.
No worries.
Hold on. I listen. I just shh. No talking. All right, folks. Again, we are standing by right now. You can see this is very, very active with the SWAT team. And Warwick Police have this area blocked off. I know it's a little chaotic. I'm just waiting for JR to say to go ahead. So again, right now we're going to do the real news. I know I'm not talking at the moment, but folks, everybody hold on one moment. All right, there you see the K9. Oh, hold on. There you see the canine. Now they're bringing him back. Now, just a moment ago, they were calling over the loudspeaker. All right, right now, 108. I'm just waiting for JR. Okay, now we are live on both Facebook and TikTok. This is a very, very active scene. You can see Warwick Police here. We're trying to make this happen again.
Your call has been forwarded to an...
All right, that's not good. Again, we have, I don't know if I'd call it a standoff. I know the Warwick Police definitely want someone in the house. Now again, we're blocked off. It's the house right over behind. You can see the SWAT members in the driveway. Trying to figure out exactly. Again, this is Naugatuck, and right now all right, it's very, very possible. All right, we're gonna tell you exactly what we're seeing here. Now again, this is a standoff. We are in Warwick. Folks, Rhode Patrol live. Now let's see what's gonna happen here. We don't know what's on the other street. Someone believes they have the individual. Right now, we are live in Warwick. This is the real news at 110. I'm trying to get JR to see if we are, in fact. Okay, good. That's all I needed. All right, folks, at 110, this is the real news, and we're live on AM 1380 and 99.9 FM. Now, you can always listen online at the website, which is depetro.com. Now, this is another one 2 days in a row. A little bit more of a visual than an audio, but we'll do our best. We're in Warwick right now, and if you're watching, we are live on both TikTok and Facebook, and what you're looking at right now is Warwick Police. Now you can see, let's see, that's just more Warwick Police and SWAT. That's a good shot of the long weapons that they use right there in your screen. This is the Warwick Police have converged in this neighborhood, and they were calling for an individual, saying it's the Warwick Police, and to come out with your hands up. Now, I'm going to wait to see, simply because sometimes people think they hear things. Someone said to me they think that they may have the individual in custody, but last night, you know, many times with these situations, it's a fluid situation. Now, but just the way the SWAT is acting, it does look as though it's a more relaxed. They use the flashbangs. Now let's see if they bring someone out this way in custody, or they could go to the other side of the street, the house, I should say, because this is the back where we're looking at right now. So if you're watching live right now, this is Warwick, Rhode Island. This whole street is blocked off. And this is Naugatuck, I believe is the name. Unfamiliar with it, but it's off West Shore Road. And you see, this is a pretty dramatic scene. Warwick Police, Warwick SWAT. They have the street blocked off. The street is closed now. Here's a Warwick Here's another Warwick police car coming towards us, backing up. Now they were in the front of the house, so now they're coming up this way. So that where it's my understanding where they were. Hopefully he's not going to just stay there. All right, now there's a car backing up over there. My point is there could be an individual in custody. Oh, he is going to just park there. All right, well, that's not good for our view. So, and some of the neighbors are starting to gather outside. It's still a pretty good view. Again, this is our, we just finished a marathon standoff in Smithfield that ended this morning, early this morning, and now here we are in Warwick, and we have this scenario. Now again, I want to thank JR. This is not easy to do. As far as trying to do the different platforms. Let me just, I want to just check information. Okay. All right, so again, I want to repeat right now. You can see, boy, that's a big display of police right there. That's an awful big display of Warwick police. You get an idea of just how many have come out here. And some people in the neighborhood are gathering. Now, we could see if they're going to let us move up a little bit, at least to the cruisers. That'd be good. We can at least try, folks. Now, when I was on the other side, they were asking me to back off, but we're going to just keep going right up till here. And you get an idea of just how many SWAT that there are. Okay, it's a nice sunny day. Again, this is Rhode Patrol Live. It's a good shot that you're seeing right now. Folks also, once again, want to report not only on first on the scene, only one on the scene. Let me pull it back just a little bit. Again, everybody just, we're going to stay on schedule at 1:15. This is a very, very active scene right now in Warwick, where Warwick police were calling for an individual or individuals, I think, to come out of the house with their hands up. And we did hear the flashbangs go off. So again, this is Rhode Patrol Live. For those that are just tuning in, we use multiple platforms. Here's more. That's a good shot of more SWAT coming out. A very good shot, as a matter of fact. And then I think we'll get a better sense of the scene.
Stay warm.
You too. But now they're still, I want to mention, they are still right there. You notice they're not moving from in front of the house for whatever reason. I'm not sure what we should, if anything, read into it. But again, what you're watching right now, this is live coverage, Warwick, Rhode Island. We are on AM 1380, 99.9 FM. And then obviously we're on our platforms of both Facebook and TikTok, that where we go live. Now you can also find us obviously on some of our other platforms. But we have had, we'll get details from Warwick Police. I don't know if I'm ready to say that that this was a standoff. It may have been potentially an individual that they were interested in, but they certainly brought out the SWAT, that's for sure. And you can tell. Now again, at 1:17 on this sunny Tuesday, the whole street is blocked off. You could see that when I was coming down, it was tough to get down. And they were, we have not heard that. I haven't heard anything like that. So, thank you, Wonderlust. Again, we don't want any moronic comments in the chat. So block or mute away. All right, again, I want to repeat right now at 1:17. It is hard to believe, but yes, this is another active standoff where we've seen SWAT. This time we're in Warwick. So just to recap, yesterday morning we were in Coventry, and like yesterday, last night, and then this morning we were in Johnston, Smithfield, and now here we are in Warwick. Now, I could try to move around a little bit because they seem to be going through, and I don't know what the other side looks like, but I want to show you a little bit of the scene just so then people can get a sense of it. But we did hear the flashbangs going off, and that's something that certainly you mean, and I want you to just get a sense that, I mean, this whole area is blocked off. The whole street and area is blocked off with law enforcement, and they seem to be looking towards the back to a house on the other side. So we could try to take a look. I also want to show you, I mean, we're right near the water. The water's right, the Narragansett Bay is right at the end. So, but they were all looking in that direction. Again, you can see all the law enforcement officials, Warwick police, that conducted this, and they were calling out. I think there were, at least, I thought there may have been 2 names, but maybe it was 1 name. Now again, we will try to find out more from Warwick police. Now remember, if you're listening, you can always listen this hour, AM 1380, 99.9 FM. You can always listen online at the website, dpetro.com. If you're watching, you can watch us on, right now we're live, Facebook and TikTok. If you're on TikTok, you make sure you want to follow the page if you like live police scenes, and we've had a lot of them. Thank you for all the stars on Facebook. It has been, folks, non-stop, absolutely non-stop. Second standoff in 2 days. I am tempted to just see what's maybe in the front. Why don't we do it? Because otherwise then I'm just wondering, like, are we missing something that's going on in the front of the house? So we might as well. We're going to take a little walk on this side. It's windy. Sorry for if you're going to be hearing the wind blowing, but at least it's sunny out. Again, I'm not that familiar with this street and this area. I know Warwick. I've had no reason to come down. You can see that at one time these were all little beach houses down in this area. All right, fence there. For those that are, I think it swings around. I would think that we're going to see some police when we come to the front of the house, I would think. I just want to see where this goes around. And again, folks, right now on this sunny Tuesday, I want to recap. People are still wondering exactly, I don't know if this goes anywhere. Maybe it doesn't go anywhere. So maybe they were just in the back. So we'll just go back to where we were. The situation in Smithfield with that individual, I don't understand either. There's definitely a lot of people weren't sure what was going on. One neighbor said the mother was still in there. Then someone else is claiming no, she was taken out. So I'm still not exactly sure. And I think what has also surprised people is that they're saying that there were no charges filed against the individual. So no charges filed, which I think surprised a lot of people, because unless there are going to be charges forthcoming. So as you can tell, this is still a very active scene. We're going to stay right here for a few minutes. Now again, we can't tell what, if they're going through the house, what they're pulling out of the house, or anything exactly like that. Okay, I'm live right now, so that's okay. So, folks, various people come up, and I understand a lot of the neighbors are blocked out and they can't get to their homes because the street is blocked off. So this is the house. Now it's tough to tell because you can tell, like, it's clearly not that house because they keep going through the yard. But it's tough to tell. I think there's like a house almost down that driveway that leads to the back. I thought it was like down another street, so I'm not exactly sure of the lay of the land. But for those that are just tuning in right now at 1:23, we have had another. Again, I'll have to get the details from the Warwick police. I'm not ready to say it was an armed standoff. They may have been looking for someone, or we don't know the nature of how they descended here. But I can tell you that it was very active. They had Warwick SWAT here, and whoever they were looking for and under what circumstances. Now here you can see more police in and out. So maybe it could be like a house or another structure down that driveway that it leads to that the police could be going in and out of. That would be my thought, because it's definitely not just that house. They were definitely back. And I also want to show you, you can see, so we were down, when I arrived, we were at that white fence. They had us back there. And for some people it won't mean much, but for those that, if you do follow the news, this is another situation, 2 days in a row now, that we were first one, as we call it, on the scene. First news outlet on the scene. But I am hearing that they do have an individual in custody. So here's what we're going to do. Now, everybody that's listening on the radio, stay tuned. We're not going anywhere. Everybody on Facebook, stay tuned. We're not going anywhere because that's our connection. Maybe we'll stay right here. I just keep thinking that maybe they're taking some things out. It's so tough with this vantage point. I understand why they have us back, but it just makes it difficult for what we're trying to do, that we are back in this way. So, yep. And sometimes they're still coming out, or sometimes they could be bringing evidence out. So it's a little difficult to be able to tell. So again, if you're watching on TikTok, live gifts are always appreciated. Where else do you get this type of live scene? Here you see there's more. Looks like members of SWAT coming out. And I think he even had a gas mask on. Well, I think because they were using the flashbangs to get the individuals to come out. That would be my guess. It's really okay. Here you can see more police activity right here. And again, for those that are just tuning in, we are 2 days in a row now, very mobile and on location. All right, here's a shot. You can see even more police and law enforcement making their way out of this residence. So I'll tell you this started right after 12 o'clock. We were right now not only first on the scene, only one on the scene. And then you see that's still a pretty good contingent of Warwick police that are in front of this residence. So we will get more details from the Warwick police, but it's definitely a standoff situation. I know that people in the neighborhood could hear them saying that they wouldn't, number one, they asked them to leave where they were. Number two, the street was blocked off. And number three, they definitely had the bullhorn going, and they were giving instructions to the individuals inside that they wanted them to come out. Okay. Well, it's tough. We try to pull off a lot. Thank you. Okay. They are, yep. And there's Danielle. They do switch to different places. Folks, again, it's unusually cold here in New England. It's normally this. I was speaking to someone, and I was saying that I mean, this is like January type weather. So, but it just happens to be early December, and especially down here where the wind is, and it's bitterly cold. So now again, I'd like to use this opportunity. Thank you, Amanda. I appreciate that. Folks, freezing out here. But listen, this is what it's like. This is what it's all about. Right now it's 1:28. That was a long marathon standoff in Johnston. I just, to recap, just the past couple of days, it has been nonstop, and it's been, by the way, it's been suburban crime, as I have been telling people. So the situation in that was East Greenwich on Sunday night, and then yesterday that was the FBI in Coventry. Now you can still see police talking. Warwick police still. Look at this. Oh, okay. Here's far more of the SWAT team members coming out. It's a good shot of them. Now I want people to see that you get a good sense of just what a perilous situation this was. And you can tell just based on the type of gear that they had. Here's another SWAT team, Warwick SWAT. They were all out in force. And again, look at the way they had this home surrounded here in Warwick. Now again, folks, right now, to go over our platforms, we're on AM 1380, 99.9 FM. You can listen online at the website, which is dpetro.com. Now, we're also, right now, live on Facebook and also live on TikTok. And we are, and we're still trying to, what's that?
It's right behind my house.
Oh, it is? Is there a street that goes back there?
No.
No.
You can go through my yard.
Oh, okay. No, that's okay. So can I ask you, just could you hear them calling out to whoever that was?
Yelling. He was like, "Come on with your hands up."
Come on with your.
And it woke me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually watching it. I was asleep.
Okay. Was it one person or more than one person?
One person.
One person.
They were
Okay.
Spanish, but I couldn't be.
You think they were Spanish?
So
Oh, okay. That's all right. Do you know what the name was? For just first name? No.
I don't know those people back there.
Okay.
You never see them.
You never see them.
No.
But do you think it was one person or more than one person?
Yeah, I think it was one.
Just one? No, I mean, do you know who lives back there?
Oh, he got
Is
kids
it?
in him.
Oh, he's got kids and a girlfriend. Okay. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Told, but like I said,
Yeah.
see those people.
Woke you up. Well, they brought a lot of firepower, that's for sure.
I had a drone over there.
Oh, they had a drone.
Yeah, I had a drone.
Oh, wow. Can you mind step up? I won't show you, but just step up a little bit just so we can hear you.
They had a drone.
Here, talk right into this. Talk right into this. Go
They
ahead.
had a drone right there in front of my house.
Yep.
And it was in the backyard. They had a cop over here.
Yep.
They had SWAT right behind. This blocked off. You couldn't walk anywhere over there. And you just don't see those people. There was always like a guy walking down here with no shirt, tatted up and stuff like that, but
Huh.
you don't know.
Right. That could be anybody in Oakland Beach.
You don't know.
But it's different when you have SWAT in the neighborhood.
Yes, this is rare. You don't see this often like this at all.
Wow. So they just showed up and then they wanted him to come out.
Yeah, they've been here for a couple hours as well,
Yes.
because I've been hearing this since like 10 in the morning, 11. So they've been here for a while.
Well, it sounds like they got him to come out. Could you hear it when they got him to come out?
I did a little bit, but I kind of didn't want to get shot, you know.
No,
You never know. So
Absolutely not.
I heard that there was a gun standoff, I guess,
Yes.
something. So
Now, do you know, I think that there was a flashbang. Could you hear that?
I did hear that. I thought it was them breaking the door. Yep, I thought it was breaking the door, but definitely flashbang. It wasn't loud enough to scare the people, but it was definitely loud enough to disrupt whoever was inside.
Sure. Got him to come out.
Yeah.
So, all right. Hey, thank you. Thanks for watching. Yes, you as well. All right, so Warwick Police has done it again. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to stay on Facebook and obviously on the radio. Everybody on TikTok, we're going to break down. You can join us on our Facebook page, or you can listen on depetro.com. Everyone on Facebook, just stand by. We're going to move to our mobile studio where I'll be able to operate a little more efficiently. And also, folks, again, I want you to understand, I want to show everybody that's watching. I mean, look at how picturesque with the water right here. Now, that's really interesting. Now, I think we can pull this off. It's really interesting to me where he's saying that he believes the guy's Hispanic and he would walk around with no shirt on. No way. Who knows? I don't know what to make of that. I'm not sure what to make of that, as a matter of fact. I mean, I am a little bit sure what to make of it. But now, again, folks, just bear with me as I do a quick equipment breakdown. And then we're going to be resuming our broadcast. But I can talk. I want to just talk a little bit and mention that it was very chaotic. Johnston and Smithfield Police, I get the fact that, safety is the number one priority, and I understand that they didn't want anybody to get harmed, and they most importantly wanted for that to end peacefully with that individual. But it is I mean, that was a long time that we were tied up, and by the way, and all their resources were tied up at the same time yesterday. So again, I get that with the police, their top priority is to just have everything basically where they got that guy to surrender and they had it end peacefully. But I can understand. I'm hearing from a number of residents that were just wondering why it may be took so long, and was it really necessary? But again, Smithfield and Johnston Police, that was a tough situation to be in. And then when you they don't deal with, here we go, they don't deal with a lot of those types of scenes. So I don't think we should second guess. Good. How about that, folks? We did it successfully. All right. Let me reset here at 1:35. This is the real news. This is the real news. Yes, it is, as a matter of fact. Folks, if we've ever said that we are mobile, how mobile are we? I mean, actually, let me pull in and we can see exactly what the police were looking at, since they've all vacated now. We might as well go over there and see exactly what the situation looks like. So, I mean, the police have vacated. And I know people mean well, but it's always difficult when I'm out and then people want to say hello, which I get. So, there's some nice fans. A lot of excitement here today. That's all right. That's all right. No, I appreciate that. I do. Well, that's okay. It's just when I'm live, it's very difficult the way we are right now. Yes. Yep. That's all right. I appreciate. Send me a message. Thank you. I hope everyone's enjoying that. Are you live right now? Whoever thought we would have that type of confusion? I do appreciate that. And the woman that was with him was saying he's a big fan. And listen, I appreciate all fans. I do. I need to, people don't always understand the concept of live. So, because there are a few things. All right, so let's just see right now. I know if you're listening on the radio, you can't see what we're seeing, but everybody else, if you're watching right now we're just on Facebook. Oh, I see. So it goes down and there's a structure into the back. I see. Oh, there's somebody pulling in right there. Okay, so let me wait till they, you know what, there's two structures actually. And there's a house that's in the back. I think I can back into a driveway so you can get a sense of it. Unless we have, like that time in Providence when a Harris Waltz supporter came out and asked me to vacate her driveway. So if you're watching right now, oh wow, you can see there's some people that seem to be arriving back at the house. And so, but there are some structures in the back. It's kind of a unique setup where you also have, I'm going to show you there's a number of different structures there. And so you can see, you get a sense, you can see that those could be some family members that have come out. So, or have arrived back home is what I meant. So let's just stay here just for a moment. And again, folks, I recognize it's a little challenging. Right now it's 1:39. This is the Real News. And there's definitely, I'm not sure who these people are, but there's some individuals. You can see that they are going into the home, I believe. And let me go that way. Okay. Yeah. So, but I want to see how there's if you're watching, you can see there's like some structures that go into the back. So, but so that's why the police seemingly were way down into the back. So, all right, we're gonna, well, actually, maybe we'll stay right here. This is where they were. So maybe those individuals were not home, and now they're arriving back. But there's 3 smaller type structures in the back of that house that you're looking. If you're looking right now, that you could see some more people going into the house. That's okay. Daddy was taken away, and it's N-A-U, Norssucket. That's the name of it, by the sea. So, Norssucket by the sea. Let me just, let me just pull, so you can see it looks like there's like 3 structures back there, and they look like 3 little cottages. So, I don't know, is it all the same, or does someone just live into the back? I'm not sure, but we'll just quickly pull. We're not harming anyone by just quickly pulling, just at an angle, just so you can see what I'm seeing. See how they go right back there. There it is. So it's almost like a little compound that they're on, which is interesting. So that's where all the activity was. And they surrounded this street in this area in that way. All right. Now, again, this is a nice area. It's right by the water. This is Warwick. A number of people are waving. We're going to just move down a little bit. Again, right now, folks, at 1:42, I really need to, I want to get on track and address some of the news of the day. We will be updating the website, depetro.com. I want to once again thank JR, just because the past, especially 2 days, it's certainly been a little challenging as we try to be mobile. And, I've never been down here. Boy, this is nice at the end of the street. Look at these tiny little houses. Now, as you know, at one time, these were just summer beach houses, but now people live in them year-round, and then a lot of them are being redone. So, wow, very, very nice. Right here by the bay. Isn't that interesting that the individual that we were talking to said that he believed the individual, I don't know if I heard them speaking Spanish. I'm not sure I heard them speaking Spanish, but that don't really see them a lot, walks around no shirt on with cats. I thought that was an interesting comment. So, now folks, I do want to stay on schedule and remind you about PR Landscape Materials and Garden Center, 3688 Quaker Lane in North Kingstown. Right now it's 143, and I do want to, we can't just be, there are so many people that help us do the program, and one of them is our great sponsors of PR Landscape Materials and Garden Center, 3688 Quaker Lane in North Kingstown. Stop in and see them. Especially, they have everything Christmas at PR Landscape Materials and Garden Center. Fraser fir trees, potted live trees, custom handmade wreaths, 10-inch, 60-inch in size. They have Christmas swag and mistletoe. They have hanging baskets, roping, cut greens, decorative pots, cemetery baskets. And they also have Christmas crafts. Gift certificates are available. It's florist quality poinsettias and custom-made sleighs made by local artists. Firewood's available for pickup and delivery. Folks, it's PR Landscape Materials and Garden Center, 3688 Quaker Lane in North Kingstown. I also want to remind you about our friends who sponsored depetro.com, and we're so appreciative of them. And that is the Coesit Inn, delicious food, drinks in the lounge, appetizers. Don't forget, they also have the market at Coesit. The Coesit Inn, 226 Coesit Avenue in West Warwick. Now, if you're watching, isn't that a beautiful shot of our bay? My goodness. Now, obviously, the Hunter Biden story is played out, but let me cover some of the stories. The story that we do with Rhode Patrol Live. So Sunday night, to me, those two individuals that were arrested, the two females, that's one of the problems when progressives bring Section 8 and quote affordable housing into, thank you, Jonna, communities all over, which is those two individuals were trying to break into an apartment in Section 8 housing, quote, affordable housing, to steal some drugs. And I think they did steal some drugs. And then what'd they do? They fled there. They went to CVS, and then they were going to use them in the bathroom at the CVS. So the progressive ideals, folks, I think the biggest takeaway from the election is people are rejecting the progressive ideals. People are rejecting these ideals that, you got to plop these people down, and the whole diversity and equity and blah, blah. That's all we ever heard during the Gina Raimondo and COVID with that Dr. Nicole Alexander Scott. When I would say to her, why are you treating Jamestown? Why are you treating them exactly like Central Falls? And she would say, well, that's because of diversity and equity. So even though Jamestown, I remember I was the one that asked the question at the press conference. Jamestown had 4 cases of COVID. Central Falls was one of the hot spots in the entire world, if not country. And they were treating them the same as they were treating a community that had an outbreak of 4. So, and the reason was because of diversity and equity. Now, as far as this situation, now this is the second standoff in 2 days. Yesterday, that was a marathon. I'm not going to second guess Smithfield and Johnston. Their priority is for it to end peacefully. But folks, we're entering a dangerous time with all these people that have obviously some problems. And then at the same token, there's such an influx of drugs that have just permeated our society. It's just brutal. Now, also, don't forget, folks, if you're thinking of a new kitchen, remember our friends Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen. What a fantastic job they do. Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen. And they're going to be doing a special event where they're going to have Santa. And I want to tell you about it because maybe that is something that you're thinking about this time of year. Maybe, a lot of people would say, boy, I would love Santa to bring me a brand new kitchen. So Dreammaker is come by, say hi to Santa, snap a photo, plus bring an unwrapped toy, Toys for Tots, and it's happening this afternoon from 4 to 7 at Dreammaker. And they're located Greenwich Avenue in Warwick, so that's today from 4 to 7, right near Crown Plaza. It's Dreammaker. Cookies and cocoa with Santa today from 4 to 7, and you could help bring some joy to a child with an unwrapped toy for Toys for Tots. So that's happening this afternoon on this Tuesday, December 3rd, 4 to 7. Pop in and say hello at Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen. They're right near Crown Plaza in Warwick, right on Greenwich Avenue. And you can always call them at 401-433-7272 for Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen. Well, folks, good afternoon at 1:49. This is the real news. Again, this has been a very dramatic. I fully thought today would just be, okay, just doing a normal show. And then I get tipped off that they have a house surrounded in the city of Warwick, and they have the SWAT out there, and they have the long guns, and they're calling for the person to come out. So what do? We're mobile, right? We're mobile from 1 to 2. Right now it's 1:50 on this beautiful sunny Tuesday, and very, very chilly though. But so what do? We head over there, and then sure enough, yes, they had that, and it does sound like they were able to get the person in custody. I think the reason why we didn't see them drag him down is when I just showed you the driveway where the residence was, you could see where they could bring a car in there. But it was an individual that they were looking for that they got. Now, how many more, how many more situations like this are we going to have? Folks, there's something, this is the second standoff in as many days. And it sure seems that this could be, people have been telling me, and I try to tell people, but I don't know, people are just off. And between you would have thought the election would have kind of calmed everybody down. Granted, where we're located, not so much. By the way, tomorrow I will have an update. I'm hearing a lot of things about the bridge. It's tough to get a handle on fact or fiction about the bridge, the Washington Bridge. But I do know that Governor McKee is still out of town. He left town the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Governor McKee has been on vacation since November 23rd. It's December 3rd. He supposedly is coming back tonight. Boy, that doesn't sound like someone at the old grindstone, that's for sure. Folks, you just get a sense, and the job losses that are going on in the state right now are really remarkable. CVS it sounds like CVS is going to do another round of layoffs. Another round of layoffs. Plus we got the word. That another company in Lincoln, that they are closing. So it is, I don't know what to make of it, other than, so this morning I went back to Elm Grove Avenue, right on the Johnston-Smithfield line, and they were there overnight, armed man inside a Smithfield home. I still go by the series of events of what led to that, which was, it was something to do with an altercation with the mother, and then he thought he was going to get in trouble. I'm checking right now. I don't see any media has this Warwick situation. Folks, thank God for Rhode Patrol Live, the real news, as we go on scene. Let me just also, standoff ends in Smithfield. Man transported to hospital for evaluation. I think he should be charged. I don't get how he's not going to be charged. I mean, that was total insanity. And at the very least, they should be billed for the amount of money that they cost the taxpayers for. I mean, that was all night that we were out there. And certainly the first responders were all out there. So I don't get this business that, that there was nothing going to be there. Now, I also want to say it is preposterous at 1:54 on this Tuesday, the way the Democrat Party is still trying to defend the pardon with Biden, Hunter Biden. And I want to also just, and I'm not going to be the only one, and I said it earlier, but this business of it's not, when President Biden was being asked about it, let me just say this at 1:54. When he was being asked about it, he wasn't being asked as his father. He was being asked as the President of the United States, who's the only one that has the power to pardon that individual. So enough of this. He didn't say early on. He never mentioned, well, I think the process is corrupt. He never said anything like that. They weren't saying to Jill Biden, what do you think? They were asking, it was the President of the United States that was being asked that question. And the President of the United States also happens to be the person's father. But the reason he was being asked that is because as president, he would have the power to pardon his son, which he did. So that's what this is all about. And he repeatedly kept saying, no, he wasn't going to do it. And then now we've learned that all along he planned to do it. But they had just said that they were always going to say that they weren't going to do it. So this isn't about President Trump. It's not about these people in The View that see how many times they want to call President Trump a felon. That's not what this is about. This is about the President of the United States and what is his word worth. And his word was that he wasn't going to pardon his son. And he did pardon him. And it sounds like they were going to do it all along. Folks, this portion of the program, and I want to give a special shout out to Lisa, who was asking me. Lisa wants to organize a birthday party for her son and asked me what was the place that I mentioned be a perfect spot for it. Lisa, it's Kids Club on the Pike. They're right on the Cranston-Johnson line, right off 295. Kids Club on the Pike, whether it's birthday parties or maybe a holiday party or preschool programs, before and after school programs. Kids Club on the Pike. It's clean. It's designed for children. It is safe. It's tremendous. And they're right on Plainfield Pike on the Cranston-Johnson line. It's Kids Club on the Pike. Contact them. So whether it's for a youth party or a Christmas party or a birthday party or before and after school program or preschool program, Kids Club on the Pike. Well, folks, good afternoon. This is the real news, as we say. And we have been very mobile. This is our second day now. That first, yesterday, obviously, we were in Coventry with the FBI. It's my understanding there was some discovery this past summer. Something was discovered this past summer on that piece of land, town property. Now, how it came about that then yesterday the FBI showed up and combed through the whole, I don't know, and I don't have an answer to that. But it certainly, I had heard that it was something that resulted over the course of the summer. As far as Warwick, I will get more information this afternoon from Warwick Police on what exactly took place here. Also see if we can get some of the body cam footage. Let's see, recapping some of the news. Sunday night, those two arrested. Still trying to get more information, but my understanding they were breaking into an affordable housing, Section 8 housing that was plopped down to steal drugs, and then they caught them in CVS. And then yesterday was the FBI in Coventry, and then last night was the marathon armed standoff with that individual right on the Smithfield-Johnston line. And then here it is today, and we're in the city of Warwick, where there's been an armed standoff. An individual they were police wanted, and he had a weapon, and they had full SWAT, and they were able to convince him to come out. Well, folks, coming up, you're going to hear the 2 o'clock news at 1:59. Yes. All right, I'm seeing right now a suspect arrested in Warwick after 2 hours. So that's how long that went on. Yes, we'll be doing Rhode Patrol Live later. Make sure you check out the website, dpetro.com. I want to thank JR for his professionalism, folks. He's the best in the business. All of our moderators, everybody that helps to make the program work. Thank you for tuning in, and stay tuned for the 2 o'clock news. And we will be back later tonight for Rhode Patrol Live.